today. Two of the biggest threats in
Hello,
the NFL
welcome back to another season prediction video. This time I will be doing the Miami Dolphins. Last season Miami was subpar at best. I think they were 6-10. Offensively, not too great. Defensively, not too great. They added some players, including Mario Williams, and that's all I can really remember. Oh, and Kiko Alonso and Byron Maxwell in a trade that no one gave a shit about. Excuse me, that very few people cared about. And overall, Miami, I still don't think is a team that is a contender. And they have a couple big glaring issues. So, as per usual, I guess I'll just start with the wins, get through them quick. Starting with Cleveland. Cleveland is a not good team. They're very bad. If you haven't seen my Cleveland video, I recommend you watch that because they're bad. Watch the Cleveland video. Please, support my channel and watch the Cleveland video. Do it now.
The Dolphins defense.
I'm not pressuring you into it, but you fucking better watch it. So, coming on next, we got their second win against Buffalo. I say that, I don't know why I'm talking like this. I'll say that Buffalo offensively will get flustered by a very good front four by Miami. And Miami will squeak out a close victory. And Miami will enter their bye week at 2-6. Their next win will come against the San Diego Chargers. I mean, the Chargers defensively are not a good enough team to compete, in my opinion. And I think that Miami is just ever so slightly better on the defensive side of the ball, because Miami's secondary is poo-poo besides Rashad Jones, or Jennings, I mean.
Landry's going to take this one from the 6.
So,
Johnson's the one who brings him to the ground.
Let me see here. San Francisco is their next win. San Francisco's bad. Miami, not as bad.
The Dolphins come out and
so I will say that Miami will pick up a win against a bad San Francisco team. And their last win of the season will come against the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore will be average in my personal opinion. Again, I don't expect much from the team. They're old, and they're kind of trying to get by on how old they are, I feel.
Lead the guy to the open space.
So, I say Miami's youth will beat out Baltimore's experience.
First down here after the run.
So, that is their 5th win of the season. And their last. So, you can already see where this is going, but let's talk about them. Starting with their season opener against Seattle, Miami stands no chance in this game. That Seattle defense is a top-tier unit, and Miami's offense is not good enough to compete against them, nor is their defensive backs good enough to stop Russell Wilson from throwing all over them. Next, New England. New England, even without Tom Brady, I say will be decent. And overall, again, even without Tom Brady, I think they'll throw the ball well against a not good Miami secondary. Then a loss to Cincinnati. And again, Cincinnati, just like the other 3 teams they lost to, these won't be bad losses. You know, I mean, losing to 3 of the best teams in the NFL isn't a bad thing.
The field goal attempt is good. It's good.
And Cincinnati again will handle this very easily. This loss is a little embarrassing. Coming through the Tennessee Titans, I say that the Titans will finally kind of get their stuff together. Although the Titans, in my personal opinion, sadly, I like the Titans. I like a lot of those players. I think they have a very bright future. Just this isn't the year for all that to come together. Tennessee will pick up a win. I say, again, that secondary will be their downfall. Their next loss will come against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Offensively, Pittsburgh, Antonio Brown, whoever, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. They're going to light them up. Although their pass rush does give them a chance to win a couple of these games like Tennessee and even Pittsburgh. So that is their last loss before the bye week. So they will enter the bye week again at 2-6. Next, a loss to the New York Jets. Jets defense will beat up on Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphins offense. Easy as that. Next, a loss to the Los Angeles Rams.
Good job by the offense here.
I see the Rams will struggle in their first season in LA. Again, I'll kind of get to that.
Serve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch.
But I say LA will pick up this win solely on the strength of a very good defensive performance. And they will end their season on a 4-game loss streak. And again, not bad losses. Arizona, my personal opinion, will probably be a top 3 team, record-wise and also statistically, offensively, defensively. Arizona's going to be phenomenal. So, again, Miami taking a loss to what could be the best team in the NFL this year. Not awful. Then the New York Jets. Again, Jets are going to be a playoff contender. And again, defensively, Jets are going to play great. Then a loss to the Buffalo Bills. I say the Bills defense will step up from the last time they played. And offensively, the Bills will get it together and they'll pick up the win. And Tom Brady in the game this time. Miami doesn't stand a chance.
And the pass is thrown away.
So,
and here we have second
that's
down.
pretty much it. 5-11. Miami Dolphins will be last in the AFC East. Sorry to any Dolphins fans who watch this. Nothing personal against your team. I actually don't mind the Miami Dolphins, and I have no reason not to like them. It's just I feel like you don't have enough talent, and combine that with a pretty tough schedule. Honestly, they have a tough schedule. But this team has a very bright future. With Laramie Thompson being a phenomenal draft pick, JJ has the potential to be a very good running back in the near future. And let's talk about some bold predictions. Starting. Okay, so first let me just clarify. So, I do bold predictions for every position group: quarterback, running back, receiver, usually, sometimes could potentially include the tight end position. If I think of a good one for tight end, I'll not do receiver one. That's not the case this time. No offensive line, as it's tough to have a prediction for a position group that doesn't really have, stats. But I do defensive line, linebackers, and defensive backs. No punters and kickers, because, I mean, I can easily just say, whoever. I can say that Sean Sweetham's going to kick 40 touchdowns. Sean Sweetham's going to kick 40 extra points this year and not miss a single one. And he's got like 30 kicks, and no one's going to care about that. He's going to make 30 kicks. No one cares about it.
Griffin's got 2 tight ends on the
I
field.
mean, I know kickers who are like, yeah, it's pre-born, watching someone kick an extra point or something.
Browns know what a situation they were in right there. It was a tough
So, let's start with the quarterback position, Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill will actually get a few Pro Bowl votes and will not make as an alternate, but will have a decent enough season to be considered making it as an alternate. Again, I think Ryan Tannehill is he's a good quarterback. I think there's a lot of stuff that has been beyond his control. Not great offensive line play. Not having a great receivers around him with great blocking. Not having a reliable run game to help him develop as a passer. So, I say that finally he has a couple of those things, along with a new head coach who knows what he's doing, hopefully. And I think Tannehill will have a decent season. I say he misses out on 4,000 passing yards, barely, but again, still has a good enough overall season to be considered an alternate for the Pro Bowl, although he won't be one. At running back, J.J. will not rush for 1,000 yards, but he will have a solid season. He'll do much better than Lamar Miller did. Lamar Miller did the year beforehand, and I'll say he'll have 800 rushing yards in his first time as a full starter, and also sharing snaps with Kenyon Drake.
His first reception today.
Wide receiver, I say that Jarvis Landry will be top 10 in catches, with somewhere close to about 97. Jarvis Landry is, he's not the best receiver on that team. Devontae Parker is pretty good, but he has some great hands, and I think that Tannehill will fall in love with the guy. And him and Devontae Parker have a chance to be a pretty great receiver tandem in the near future.
The catch is made by Cameron.
Moving on to the defensive line, I say that out of their big 3 starters, Cameron Wake will have the most sacks. But none of them will have less than 9. That person will be Ndamukong Suh with 9 sacks. Again, defensive tackle, although Ndamukong Suh is arguably the best defensive tackle in the NFL, it's still kind of tough getting sacks from the interior. So, I will say Ndamukong Suh will have 9 sacks. Mario Williams will have 9.5. He's old. I don't think he's not much better than he's not better than Ndamukong Suh at this point in his career. And I think Cameron Wake will actually have 12 sacks and make the Pro Bowl.
The Browns are back deep, ready to return.
At linebacker, Kiko Alonso will show the promise he showed in his rookie season and will be 3rd place in voting for Comeback Player of the Year. And he will record close to 100 tackles. I'm going to say 93.
27 before he's taken down.
And he'll also have 2 sacks and an interception. And at defensive back, Rashad Jones will make the All-Pro team at strong safety, beating out guys like Cam Chancellor and Cam Chancellor. Cam Chancellor is probably the best safety in the NFL and definitely the best strong safety in the NFL. But I say Rashad Jones. Sorry about that. I meant to touch my, I don't even know what I meant to press.
The Browns will take the snap from the 35.
Rashad Jones is very good. I think he makes the All-Pro team at strong safety. So, just to recap, Miami Dolphins will end the season at 5-11. Ryan Tannehill will have consideration to be a Pro Bowl alternate.
They'll stay on the ground.
Neither running back on the Dolphins will eclipse 1,000 yards or 900 for that matter. I say J.J. maxes out at 800, and Kenyon Drake will probably have somewhere close to, I don't know, like 250, 300 as he rotates it in. Wide receiver,
are still in possession as we get this final
Jarvis
quarter
Landry
underway.
will have a very good season catching the football. He will finish in top 10 in receptions with about 97, 96.
Here is the first snap of the final quarter. Griffin's going to cut his losses here.
Defensive line, none of them will have less than 9 sacks. Kiko Alonso will finish third place in Comeback Player of the Year voting and have a good season. And Rashad Jones will have a All-Pro season.
Griffin's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Incompletion here as he was looking over the middle.
And that's that. Coming up next is the Philadelphia Eagles. Boy, that should be fun. Can you taste my sarcasm?
The Browns will go for it here on fourth down.
That's not going to be a fun video to do. I don't really care about the Eagles. But all that being said, be on the lookout for that whenever this video comes out. I'm pretty sure this will be out on like the 5th or the 6th. So for now, this is J-Wax. Signing off.